G3 Boardroom, we're going to be talking about Caribbean through dangerous waters. It's a very simple, very quick kind of a pirate game. What you're doing,
It's a bidding game.
Yeah, it's a bidding game. You're bidding on these ships and to send these ships around to pick up cargo and drop it off at your safe havens. And you get money for picking up cargo, and you get money for dropping it off.
Yeah, that's a pretty good synopsis of that. I would say I think this game is like 20 years old. This game's almost old enough to drink in the United States.
That's why it's a rum-based game.
Yeah, for our Canadian friends, it can already drink. And if you're in Europe, well, you can do your thing too.
Yeah.
It's a bidding game. You're bidding for control of the ships. It's simple. It's easy. It's a lot of fun. It goes pretty quick when everybody knows what they're doing. Like I said in our playthrough, the one thing I had to get past, and my mind just would not sync with it, is you don't own any of these pieces, and
right.
You're bidding over control over them. Because I want to look at it and say, well, I'm going to move my guy here, my guy there. Well, no, you can pick up a treasure, but it's still not your guy.
Yep.
And someone else is going to move him next turn if you don't win that bid again.
Well, I fell into that too. There was a ship that was way over there with no one around it. And it was right by my safe haven, and I'm like, oh, no one's going to be going for for that one. And so I bid really low, and nope, someone else took it their safe haven.
Well, you grossly underestimated the amount of lengths your friends will go through to just mess up your strategy.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
But the components are good enough. We had some problems with the coins. That's as basic as you get. It would have been nice if there's some denominations on there, as you pointed out.
Yeah, that's kind of a pain. It almost makes you want to just get a Sharpie and write denominations on there. I really hate that.
My only other issue with the components is the boats do fall apart kind of easy.
Yeah.
But, what are you going to do?
There's enough room in the box to build them and keep them built. So, put a drop of glue on there or something. There's a lot of ways that the game could have been, made more expensive. Mm-hmm. The denominations on those, this could have fit together a little bit better. But, it is what it is. It's a fast game, pretty simple. It can get a little bit frustrating when you don't get to move for a couple turns, and that can happen. We played with 3 players, and I think that 3 players from this game is kind of a sweet spot. I think that we've played it with 4, and you get a lot of times where you can't do anything.
Yeah.
And I think this game goes up to like 5.
I think it's 4.
Oh,
this is 4. Yeah, it's 4.
Oh, okay, 4.
But that's what happened to me for the first 2 turns. It's like,
you got outbid pretty much and everything.
I was bidding high on stuff you were bidding high on and stuff you were bidding high on, and so I was losing both rounds, and then, so I collected nothing.
There's multi-layers of strategy in this, though. It's a lot more difficult than you think. Like, you maybe really do want it to go for the Bravo, because the Bravo has a high value cargo on it, and you can get to your safe haven. But you might want to bid for the Ariba instead, because the Ariba moves first.
Yeah.
And if you get control of the Ariba, you can move to the Bravo, steal it, and then still move on. So it's thinking in those multi-layers, adds some challenge to the game.
Definitely gets a lot more complicated or jumbled midway towards the end of the game, and cutthroat.
Yeah,
I guess for privateers.
Yeah.
Or pirates.
Yes. Yeah, because the treasures start drying up.
Treasures start drying up, and boats are crossing paths, and so you can use those to steal.
Yeah, and you do end up having to go a long way around on a couple different things sometimes.
Yeah.
But I like it. It's a nice little game. It's a lot of fun. I would say, this was probably good for 10 and up. The concepts here are not way out of proportion.
Yeah, I don't know what Rio Grande suggests for ages of players, but I think that
8 and up.
8 and up, okay.
Yeah.
So definitely, but it's not going to be boring for someone who's older.
Mm.
It's not a very high level a game like a Gloomhaven or
it's a good family game.
Dark Tower, but it is a good family game, and it's quick and it's relatively simple, and it moves along pretty well. It's it's kind of fun. It's a little bit different being a bidding game.
And it's old. It's small. You probably pick it up on the cheap. It's probably worth. I would say it's a $20 game. probably even less than that at this point. So
Yeah, I think I
it's worth
picked this
pickup.
up. I picked this up at Gen Con a couple years ago, and it was like in a mystery box,
Bargain box.
you know, with a whole bunch of other games. I didn't realize it was that old, but I mean, it's new to me. You know, I just started playing it a couple years ago, so you know, it's definitely one that you know, I've played before, and I'll play again. You know, I think it's pretty
Fun
fun.
little game.
But like I said, I would be wary of playing it with 4 people. I think you're in for some frustration.
I like
Yeah.
the mess at 4. I like the mess. Yeah. That way I can sneak around below the radar.
Embrace the mess.
Yeah, embrace the chaos.
Yes.
No, good game. So if you learned anything here today, if you had any kind of fun, do hit the like button, hit that subscribe. Really helps out the channel. If you have an opinion on this game, share it with us in the comments. We'll engage with you.
Yeah, I've never seen this game being played, you know, anywhere. Maybe it's just too old, but I don't see it on social media with people, so I'm not really sure how. I mean, Rio Grande Games is a very solid game company. Makes some really good stuff. I have a lot of good titles. So, I mean, if you play this game, let us know, and just you know, let me know if it's just, you know, way too passé, or if it's just something that you haven't gotten around to.
Yep.
All right, we'll see you next time.